This is Radio Taiwan International.
Welcome to the news on Radio Taiwan International. I'm Amanda Stevens, coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We begin with a look at today's top stories for Monday, June 29th. The Interior Ministry warns Taiwanese religious groups of Beijing's sinicization of religion. President Liu Shyh-fang calls for diversified markets as China weaponizes Taiwan agricultural products. And the Foreign Ministry says Taiwan will use its high-tech supply chain position to expand international space. But first, today's top story. Taiwan's Interior Ministry is warning religious groups following Beijing's passing of the Law Promoting Ethnic Unity and Progress, which will take effect this Wednesday on July 1st. This Monday, Interior Minister Liu Shyh-fang stated that the ministry has held seminars for religious groups in Kinmen and Penghu, urging the religious leaders and followers to take precautions when traveling to China for exchanges. In particular, 2 articles in the law are identified as potentially increasing the risk of cross-strait religious exchanges. Article 46 stipulates that religious groups, religious schools, and sites of religious activities should carry out publicity and education to forge a strong sense of Chinese community. They should persist in the direction of sinicization of religion, guide religions to adapt to socialist society, and guide religious personnel and believers to promote patriotism. Article 63 stipulates that organizations and individuals outside of China who engage in activities that undermine national unity and progress or create ethnic division will be held legally responsible. Liu said,
The Interior Ministry has also specifically raised this issue with the Mainland Affairs Council and temple organizers in various regions, asking them to pay close attention to whether their handling of the sinicization of religion is turning into another form of united front work, cognitive warfare, or religious sabotage.
The minister explained that the CCP uses sinicization of religion as one of its united front strategies towards Taiwan. She noted that religious control is handled by the CCP's United Front Work Department, which frequently claims the deity Maju is Chinese. As a democratic and free society, Liu said Taiwan is welcoming to all religions as long as they do not break the law or infringe upon the freedom and religious beliefs of others. Liu said, following the seminars in Kinmen and Penghu, similar informational events will also be held in the remaining 20 counties and cities across Taiwan. President Liu Shyh-fang said Taiwan must reduce its dependence on any single market and actively explore diversified markets at an agricultural event on Monday. Liu noted that Taiwan's agricultural exports to China have decreased from 20.5% in 2015 to 11.5% in 2025. He said China has weaponized agricultural products, attempting to pressure Taiwan through import bans and increased tariffs on the products. Speaking at the presidential office to the audience of agricultural award recipients, Liu said,
The United States and Japan are now Taiwan's top 2 export markets for agricultural products. Just this month, our mangoes, lychees, and dragon fruit were exported to high-end European markets for the first time.
Liu said such accomplishments are the results of joint efforts between the Agriculture Ministry, farmers, and various other sectors. He said Taiwan will continue improving cold chain logistics and disease prevention capabilities to ensure that Taiwan's agricultural products continue to be exported worldwide. Recently, Typhoon Mikala brought immense amounts of rainfall to Taiwan, causing flooding across the northern and southern areas. President Liu said the government has initiated natural disaster response measures, including subsidies and low-interest loans, to continue assisting with recovery and enabling farmers to resume production as soon as possible. The government will continue to invest resources in caring for farmers and promoting innovative development for Taiwan's agriculture, Liu said. The Foreign Ministry says it will continue working with the United States and other key partners to build secure and resilient high-tech supply chains, strengthen Taiwan industry's global influence, and expand Taiwan's international space as a result. That came in a press release on Saturday following the Pax Silica Summit in Washington, D.C. Deputy Digital Minister Isabel Ho International Cooperation and Development Fund Secretary General Huang Yunin and Industrial Technology Research Institute Manager Liao Rongyu represented Taiwan at the event, which ran from June 25th to 26th. The U.S.-led initiative aims to bring together trusted supply chain partners in critical high-tech industries like semiconductors, artificial intelligence, and rare earths. Taiwan participated in the event as a non-signatory. The ministry said Ho accepted the invitation to share with participating countries the knowledge and experience of Taiwan's government and industry in promoting industrial innovation. It added that this highlighted Taiwan's indispensable role in the global AI supply chain and the country's position as a symbiotic partner in high-tech development for the United States and the world. On Sunday, former President Tsai Ing-wen announced that she visited the Italian Senate and met with cross-party lawmakers to discuss issues facing Taiwan. She credited these meetings as proof of Taiwan's deepening ties with Italy and the international community. Tsai was in Italy to attend the 2026 Global Women Leaders Summit, which took place in Bellagio, Italy from June 22nd to 25th and was organized by the Georgetown Institute for Women, Peace and Security. Tsai was invited by the institute to participate, meeting with many current and former women leaders from around the world. While in Italy, Tsai also visited the Italian Parliament, where she was received by the Senate Vice President Gianmarco Centinaio. The former president discussed issues facing Taiwan, the Indo-Pacific region, and global democracy with a cross-party group of lawmakers. Later on social media, Tsai called the parliamentary meeting a meaningful step for Taiwan. She noted the increasing close exchanges between Europe and Taiwan in recent years, saying that people's understanding of Taiwan has broadened beyond the scope of geopolitics alone. Now, she said, they also see Taiwan's contributions to tech development, supply chain resilience, democratic governance, and even women's leadership. Tsai pointed out that this global integration didn't happen overnight, but was the result of slow, systemic progress through repeated cooperation and practical exchanges. In just one example, she said this year she saw even more cross-party friends in the Italian parliament willing to support and deepen cooperation with Taiwan. Each handshake, she said, helps the world better understand and appreciate Taiwan. Tsai thanked her Italian friends and all the democratic partners for supporting Taiwan internationally, saying Taiwan will continue to step forward and face common challenges hand in hand with the world. Taiwanese citizens and contingencies attended pride parades overseas in New York City and San Francisco in the United States, as well as Oslo, Norway, over the weekend. Taiwan represented itself on the global stage as a place for equality and national pride. New York's 2026 Pride Parade, themed For All of Us, focused on community amid political changes and giving voice to the most marginalized members of the LGBTQ+ community. Team Taiwan participated with national drag idol Nymphia Wind serving as the team's curator. The float, themed for Taiwan's Beetlenut Beauties, showcased performances by fellow drag queens Tina Banana and Yolanda Missoula, drawing screams of support from the crowd. In San Francisco, the Taiwan and San Francisco and Team Taiwan group took a different approach, with the float showcasing Taiwanese delicacies and led by the mascot O Bear. Organizers behind the parade float included the group Taiwanese Americans for Equality, matching the local theme of Resistance in Action. The float included soup dumplings and bubble tea, also showcasing Taiwan's unique animals, like the Taiwan blue magpie and Taiwanese leopard cat. The teams focused on promoting Taiwan as a friendly tourist destination and as the first country in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage. That message was echoed around the world in Norway as Oslo held its 11-day Pride Festival. A Taiwanese team participated in the parade, carrying national flags and proclaiming Taiwan's marriage equality. In addition to a parade, the Oslo Pride includes 400 events, such as theater, music, and costume performances, as well as stalls for attendees to learn about gender diversity. In 2019, Taiwan became the first country to legalize same-sex marriage in Asia. Today, only Taiwan and Thailand recognize same-sex marriage on a national level. Although Taiwanese teams participate in June Pride celebrations globally, Taiwan celebrates Pride with a parade on the last Saturday of October. Taipei's Pride Parade is often celebrated as the largest gay pride event in East Asia. Thanks for joining me for the news. I'm Amanda Stevens. Stay tuned for another 50 minutes of English language features, brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.